companies out there take service maybe a little bit more seriously than they are right now, because many companies in the world are now thinking about themselves. Like, you know, how do we survive, instead of like thinking, how do the employees feel right now in this stressful time? And how does everybody else feel? How can they make service a more integral part of the culture?
Well, I like where you started with that whole question set when you said, you know, we turn to the internal culture of the organization. And historically, if you look, let's use the word departments. I mean, it could be divisions, it could be teams, but you know, you got the finance people over here, marketing over here, sales, delivery, etc.
They all fight, especially during crisis times.
Well, there you go. You've already pointed exactly what I'm going to go after, is that each of them have sort of, you know, risen up in terms of their proficiencies, their technology, their responsibilities. Maybe it's even their KPIs, right? So, you know, how are they going to be evaluated? Even their compensation formulas can be tied to, you know, very specific performance indicators within that, if you will, silo.
Yes.
So then when you want to have a cross-department meeting, you can get, you know, blaming or pointing the finger, or that's not my job, that's your job. But if we take this idea of listening and we bring it into the culture, then you'd have a department start by saying, you know, I want to take a moment here and really listen carefully. What is it that you guys are trying to achieve? What is it that you really want to make sure that we all avoid? Let me ask you another question. What is it about the way we're working right now that actually works for you, and you want to make sure we do that, you know, like even double down on that because it's good? But hey, let's be honest. Is there anything about the way we interact with you that makes it difficult for you? And then when they start to answer that question, you don't respond with the defensiveness. Well, we do it that way because you go, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Now, if you can model that from your department, then it kind of makes sense that they would also want to know in the other direction. And when you get these two departments who start sharing with each other, listening to each other, this is what we need, this is what works, this is what you're doing that gets in our way, this is what we really like, then you can open up the space. Remember, we said humans can design a conversation and say, hey, rather than arguing and fighting, let's have a conversation about other ways that we might work together that could actually be better for both sides. Whoa, now what you've done is you've put history in history, and you've said, let's invent a future by having a different conversation in the present. But you can't do that without the listening component.